Primed Vigor, a mod that you can only get if you log in on 400 different days. It's a mod that's gonna give you plus 220% bonus shield capacity and health at the same time, and it's also the first Prime mod that was based on a Nightmare mod. It's a mod that I've had for a couple of weeks now, and I never made a video about it, because it's also a mod that made me say bloody hell when I saw how much mod capacity it drains at maximum rank, and a mod that ended up being far less exciting than I thought it would originally be. A lot of people see Primed Vigor as a completely useless endo sink, right? It's just something you get, you sink a lot of endo into it, and you never use it, and that's not quite true. Because while yes, it takes a long time to get and it is very expensive, it definitely has its uses even though they're somewhat niche. I, as an example, used it right away on my EV Trinity instead of redirection, because redirection with overshields from Vampire Leech is all nice and dandy until you get hit by a slash proc in a sortie. Now, I'm fully aware that I can just use Blessing to heal the damage from the slash proc, but it feels somewhat nicer to know that I don't have to smash the Blessing button as soon as I get hit by a slash proc. I've also played around with a Frost Prime build where I focus on shields rather than health and armor, and I combined it with the Icy Avalanche augment and the newest Sentinel Taxon for overshields. This setup doesn't work very well with Snow Globe because you have far less armor, so the health on the Snow Globe is lower, so you have to cast it multiple times to give it decent health, but I must say it's kind of funny to run around with 2,500 overshields, 500 health, and the Icy Avalanche shield on top of that. I also, and this may come as a little bit of a surprise for some, have no interest to put Primed Vigor onto either Nidus or Inaros. And that's purely because I personally don't feel it's worth it to invest one more forma into each frame and not get the full benefit of the mod. But just in case you're curious, Inaros gets about 5.8k health and Nidus about 1.4. It also works pretty damn well with an Ice Tank Chroma build, which is what I'm working on right now, but unfortunately I've been a little bit too busy, so poor Chroma has been rank 2 for about 2 weeks now. But once that's done, you can expect a full video for it. And finally, the Warframe that a lot of people forget about, and that arguably gets the most out of this, is Zephyr. Zephyr doesn't have a lot of armor, but she has an enormous amount of health and shield, so with Redirection, Vitality, and Primed Vigor, you're gonna have 1,440 health and shields. And when you combine this with a Turbulence build, you are pretty damn beefy, and you have a ton of mobility because, well, you are Zephyr. So once the Chroma build is complete, you can expect a Zephyr build as well. Now, even though Primed Vigor ended up being not as exciting as I thought it would originally be, I think it was a good choice for a logging reward because it's a mod that's nice to have, but it's definitely not necessary for, well, anything. So if you're either a new player or you haven't been keeping up with your logins, you haven't logged in every day for the last year, bloody hell, it's not a big deal at all, because if it was something like Prime Streamline, right, you would either feel bad because you don't have it and other people have more efficiency, or you would have to put one more forma onto every single build that needs efficiency, because why not use the primed version if it's gonna give me more efficiency, right? So overall, I am happy with Primed Vigor, and that's pretty much it for the video, so I thank you very much for watching as always, and I will see you next time. Bye bye!